Isatu Sesay, and this is the program Talk to the Camera. Today's here at Network I work on the streets of Freetown for know but how people spend 3 days lockdown at a different community, how the community may look like for them. We start for talk to the people now. Hello, welcome to this interview. Name?
Yes, me and Alfred Sorel. Na beach road was Canada midday.
Okay, so I'm going to make you tell me how this 3 days lockdown be like for una.
Well, the 3 days lockdown we appreciate them. The only thing we've been facing some inconvenience, like the security, the way the police, the way be there in charge. Some of we now, they don't go place, they will not get it on place. Some man in property na do it day. You know they will say left in property, for let go inside, go they don't they. But for all land they come back again. My man they lie by you. The kind beats where they give people then are not be funny. This particular 3 days we done. Some of you know meet up them beats then they will. But most of the people then are they embarrassed they will then kill them they will then be old. Down to yesterday back again. Now so back it happened. Say to this morning. So it not be easy for we now. Let not tell you lie.
So what's that they get to make them be the beats them?
Well then say all man go inside. Even though you didn't area, then they force you back for let you go inside. That's what be happening. They're not withstanding again. These 3 days lockdown, if I tell you say they send one single hit now for we, my man, I lie. We not receive nothing like where government go say this now package for una 3 days lockdown. Now we know how first and say they don't super we. That's why they not to one lie, who that then go be a witness. One single thing we not receive. Pass to good neighbor, then I remember we. Say up till now, what's in up so. So they imagine how if you get for continue again, how go there. Our problem is now.
So in case we forget another lockdown, what do you want for the Papa government for the phone?
In case lockdown they happy again, what do they tell Papa government no more? Let them make sure say them good commodities they will go there with we. So say go able to sustain ourselves for Lord keep that time there. Because it's not easy. But let put more time on one side no more. You know they go in there come angry bad. We angry man at the end of the day they come on at it. They all come on at it. What thing go happen? They say we don't disorder. Waiting government so no idea too. And so they are they beg them this particular wife if they happen again. We don't pray God let you, but if they be again, let them make sure say them go correct package for that lockdown they will get for Kangui. We not they deny no, but let them make sure say them count to package. And the package where they come, Waska will divide Waska na Waska. We don't package na high for day, not to be a yonder. Waska na we dey na ya. So package they all there, we are here no more. How then give some rest under the gander under rumors, but we na ya hold there. Nothing will not receive. Yesterday say we talk to honorable. He come back again na ya. Wait it say we una give me number at the end. And they lie. I'm so happy, mama. I can't out in a back to talk to her. Your number no more it take nothing. So me God, na so baby.
Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, welcome to this interview. Name?
Me na Omoro concert.
So you there?
Me na Waska dey.
Okay. So as Salon don't conclude the 3 days lockdown, I want to make you tell me how the lockdown be like for you.
The lockdown, we not say they don't lockdown, but we say they see. Let the couch, we say the couch for we. Yeah, nothing will not get na ya. Nothing. The way sinners can. When man they pass sleep, then they ask you who say they. As they say who say they na can they wake you. Like me so you see me back eh. Me I don't like you see me back. You see they check eh. Na policeman there. Na cable they say for businessman na ya. When people say the president tell us for say for businessman there. Na can they say businessman na ya with. When people say don't walk to place na ya so mama.
So say them meet you where them beat you.
They miss me they don't under. For say oh my grab go na place or not do. Na beats then wake me. The other about the beats and say yeah in foot under a check. Why they sell you so? Now the pain I feel like now what start this so. You understand eh?
Message we go send to Papa government.
Me they say Papa government for say if you order lockdown they can. We own package. We forget and don't the policeman back. Therefore advise them back. Then they stop for beats. You understand eh? If you Papa government, if you lay law for say, let the beats once a man there. Who say na you who say they leave. The grandma so always don't so. Where see they can and they ask so. Na beats. Why they tell you so, mama? So if you not so, the lockdown they go so. It look like say you know they go slow. If they monitor the lockdown, me na that no me they say Papa government. Na me talk so.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Hello, welcome to this interview. Name?
I've been to Dumbia.
What's are you there?
Ina Bongaton.
What's part Bongaton there?
I will kiss you don't part.
Okay. But we see you there in a park right now. What you can do?
I can do business.
What style business you do?
I sell biscuits, chewing gum, diamonds, sweets that they sell.
Okay, we see with Salon just don't conclude the 3 days lockdown. I go want to make it tell we how the lockdown be like now your community.
Well, the lockdown not be problem. It not be waiting call with me for say fet, alala, no nothing. But no more na the food in your side no more. Because like we supposed to sell before getting for it. But that 3 day lockdown, they not be funny for the eat your side. But for some community make alala, no nothing. And that's why we take it that side. And for the eat your side no more now. So they beg Papa government the next time we get for canal, elect na small, elect na able for we all, but let put small. For that thing for eat or that thing. Now you know more. But take it that side.
Okay. So during these 3 days, you be get any health workers them or neither any organization where they go around and talk to una concerning the precautionary measures they want to take?
No, well pass the security and the police there with the soldier that them they pass more. When they see one about una then like una take una for then scatter on a day, they say no one crowd. And you know more.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. Hello, welcome to this interview. Your name?
Abdullah Koma.
What's are you there?
I mean, I watch our skits me there, Congo song.
Okay, so we see Salon just don't conclude the 3 days lockdown. I go want to make it tell we how it look like for una and our community.
Well, the 3 days of lockdown, we go glad back for life for them protect, and the 3 days when they try for give we. And for love save our life, love we all work in the community, medicine care no can in this country. We're glad for the issue. But no more some of we not get family, we not get sufficient food for each of us. So I think they come on these 3 days, look more now. We're glad for the 3 days for protect we life and for no thing happen at the country, for let the sick not can at this country.
Okay, so in case we forget another lockdown, what do you go want government for put in place?
Well, government for need for do for we something for go also check people for no ask would I get would I not get because some of you not get we not basically you will not work for the day we eat. Password don't clean, we work, we cannot sleep, we able to go sustain the family. If we not work, we not go able to survive.
Okay. Thank you very much. Hello, welcome to this interview. Your name?
Nafi Blango.
What's are you there?
Ghana compound.
What's part Ghana compound?
Na by beach children.
Okay, we see the 3 days lockdown just done and we see say we don't start business back in the country. I want to make you tell me how the 3 days lockdown be started for una na Ghana compound.
It's fine. I tell her thank you. We do am fine. We cook, we eat, we sit down and roast, we glad you. We tell the president thank you for the good way he do.
So what does this mean to you?
It means something to me.
Like what?
They try first saving good body for learn the sick no can our country and it means something to me.
So in case we forget another lockdown, what do you want the government for put in place?
If I go chop no more, if I supply good rice, water, because I'm more and we be the grumble with water.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, welcome to this interview. Your name?
Ane Isatu Bangura.
What are you doing?
Adetu Babadogu.
Okay, we see we just don't conclude the 3 days lockdown. I want to make you tell me how the 3 days be started for Nana Baba.
Well, the 3 days will not be so bad, but will be the strain of our water business. Because we will not get pumped in the area, pass through, they go upside for go find water. Now that no more will be strain for water. Some of we not be getting enough thing there like plazas business be more now because we not get fees for put plazas. So now like that.
So during this way, when we go out for go find water, when we get any issue with police or any security people there, when we get issue with them?
No, we not be getting no issue with them. The pump be locked really, but later the area people then call, they open the pump for we. So we end forget water now. But inside then they like we all inside they will not get pump. Pass they get na the next. Pass to go outside for go look for water.
During this 3 days lockdown, when I see any health worker or neither any security people when they go around?
No, like we decide will be they will not be facing and they say health worker be the worker or any. No, will not be facing.
So what's the message we go out for central government? Should the kids we get another lockdown?
Well, some of we
government for putting place?
like water, lights, we need all anything in there. Then I believe say they not go give you too much time because like we so we not get all the facility. Thing for eat. So man like we so pass we can fena. Like me I can fena all day. I go now. Where they go now? Bye. Maybe picking will go cook, we eat. We lay down now. So now like dandy.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Hello, welcome to this interview. Your name?
And I'm the keys
What's that you stay?
about 4 village.
We say we just don't conclude the 3 days lockdown. I go want to make it tell we how situation be talent for Nana we back for the village.
No, like we place bigger water problem and when you see people out there they suffer for water, somebody come on I also they come on the party have a water. So the problem and will be again over here.
Okay. So during the time when people be they go out for water, when I get any issue with security?
Yeah, because like soldier man and policeman they go there people then say let them go back now they but how for the water no day. So the people them back them they force to get the water.
Okay. So in case we forget another lockdown, I go want to make you tell you what do you want for the Papa government for putting in place?
No, like one thing if we make the water business and for the food because not all man get. So man and for the ticket that ticket they spend they suffer from man there. So like we didn't say now 18 days so I mean a dog that we get for suffer because water no dey light some people them back they no get light. Understand? So man no get light so water no dey. So like Papa government for cow food for provide for people there before they can get that lockdown back.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Hello, welcome to this interview. Your name?
My name is Abdullah San Kabo.
What's that you did?
At Tapna Mountain Court.
Okay. We see we just don't conclude the 3 days lockdown. I go want to make it tell we how it look like for Una mountain.
Well, it not be look bad really because everybody now for the interest of the whole people in the country and outbreak everybody gets panic over and then they try for let people be caution and try for move off crowded places and try for be lowly and observe waiting the government they put in place. But it not be so bad really because then try for all man be safe and stay away from crowded place and be stay calm, you know. They stay at home not be bad really, you know.
So what's the message we going for Central Park?
Well, the message when I go one for send, the government they try really because in terms of politics business, I think we get for put aside, but try for compensate the government in effort because this not a politics. We dey watch television, we dey see what they happen at the world. This now all over the world. This thing they come with panic. So people let them put politics aside in terms of criticism and then they talk now this party are there and everything. No, we forget about that. When Ebola become, people they take this advantage now, they come outside and they go take water. How many buckets of water you want to use a day? If you don't get something like 5 buckets, it's okay, you go to manage and everything. The 3 days really a bit shorter. But people who they see them, they make lawlessness. Some people they warm all about the places and all them. Police go on themselves, go on. You know, it don't make sense. Politics, when politics them come, we get where they display them. But when politics don't finish, no, we pull this aside in what would they do and try for embrace the government. Because now the country don't turn. And it when they want out, that they count bad message, how they put some timp and this and waiting. People know they try for realizing and for the good of all. You know, in terms of anything in the country, we get for put the country first and put we say for tap in the country first. Everybody they recognize, say yes, the government in a certain country they put majority in place for law waiting. But this which politics or the practice no make sense at all. You know, now that's a one sent to people and people know they criticize the government, let them try for get them for say politics them don't over long since. Lord try for comport himself and try for listen waiting the well body workers and they say and try for know waiting and waiting for put in place for let this sick no go affect we like Ebola be destroy most of the families them. You see now that no more go get for say you are the beg with you say Leone not to politics them this no try for compensate the government for waiting and they do for we.
Okay.
You see.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, madam.
I was famous health education program manager and risk communication lead for the Ministry of Health and Sanitation.
We see we just don't conclude the 3 days lockdown. I go want to make it say we waiting on our findings.
The 3-day lockdown, the aim will be one for make we surveillance team them and we other teams them able for get all the contacts them we need for get for the cases that we've been there, with the positive confirmed cases. You know, when you get a case, you get to do a complete line list of all the contacts or all the contacts of contacts, and you put them into different categories. The one they will call primary and the one they will call secondary, so that we will get them and we will monitor them and see that none of the one in the within that list themselves they know show signs. If anyone shows sign, then we will pull them out and test them, and if it's positive, we put them outside. We put them for manager particular case, and that's exactly what we do. And during that time, they also we will try to give messages to the public on how to prevent themselves from coronavirus and what them will do for them know we get this virus and how they will be able to recognize this particular virus by way of the signs and symptoms. And we use that period also for the public, they're able to reflect. See, this is a very serious thing with happen in the world, and then say for joining with government and all the partners and we efforts for prevent this coronavirus.
So during the 3 days we gonna be there on they do this contact tracing, what you gonna find out?
Well, a lot of contact tracing normal, such as say we do contact tracing, all the pillars have been engaged, and they really teach the people them, then say we did it, we self really talk to people them, we self really do we work, and everybody will do in work. Then also one try for limit movements as as best as we can, because COVID-19 that virus they move. Now more time man they move am. So the more people in Sudan, the better it will be for we.
So as we talk right now, how many people will get on quarantine?
Well, for quarantine, for where quarantine starts, we don't get 974 total. Some don't come out in quarantine. Currently, the one that we did, we get 347 now. And the one that we don't complete in 14 days of strict medical surveillance, we get 627.
So this number where you just show us right now, I want to make it tell we if now before the 3 days when I get this number or now after the 3 days.
Before the 3 days that we don't begin from 4th February for the quarantine people. We've been a common country outside salon and outside COVID day. And this it don't pay off for we because most of the one that we don't get this COVID-19 we don't find out. Most of them are quarantined then day or not them in day. So that they don't just show say what we been do. We'll not be just want to punish people then for nothing. But we want to put people in no more also we go observe them. If anyone come out, any case come out there, that will be able to help that person there. And the one then doing this, we get over 100 actually. We didn't release because by how the case then they come, now so the contact then say they increase. And I mean to say all the contacts then, if you call like 140 or 130 for one case, and I mean to say that they all so important to me. But we get the one that we close to that person there, and we get the one that we sometimes they just crisscross no more, no any contact, nothing. But we'll sit down, we shift time, and we see say the one we will need for make that person and the way we feel say they at least we will watch them good one.
So how you see these 3 days? When I get any successful move, when I like waiting on we plan for do, when I do a successful?
Yes, the first day we been get small problem, but by the second day everything okay. But on the whole, people have been very cooperative. The one day maybe they work on a street will talk say yes. People they work on a street to tell us say person not them at the themselves. That they should say people have been very cooperative, although one or two isolated incidents and things there, but then they not go take time for judge everybody.
So the cases the world they talk about, who's quarantine homes the world don't get a case like so?
Well, we get different quarantine homes, and the important things, the thing is, we they put them aside. They're supposed for the day we monitor them. You know, that's important because now for that when we not go want for friend them or we want then the other side and they go mix with other people then. But if you didn't have one side where we come and they go, then we will foresee them on that side. And that's the important. So the side is different all over in different side and Freetown and other districts then. But we call them managed quarantine. We were able to supervise them particular quarantine place in there.
Okay, so what's the message we go out to all the students?
The message is with big problem now are fake news and misinformation and misconception and myth. That is, people that they talk until we're not to two about coronavirus. Then can just wake one morning and talk all kinds of things. And we don't see waiting that fake news and coronavirus don't cause in this country. It don't even cause the person die because of relats or contacts. So we the big people and say, make them stop. Let them use that time there for talk to people them, for make them go able for protect themselves and let them know how person they get coronavirus. That they go important than then they go do them fake news and they way if them fasting for do that day. And if we have not been team up to anger, like this thing go don't spread. Because fake news now like a way they turn petrol and fire and it not go good for we in this country.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hello, welcome to this interview. Your name and that you be?
I'm Thomas Mokonte. I'm the Executive Director for Citizens Advocacy Network CAN.
Okay, we just done the 3 days lockdown and we get understanding for say you be there out during the 3 days. They do some follow-up. I want to make you tell me what's be your findings?
Basically, we be there out as civil society for find out and for monitor the process for see how we also contribute to the lockdown. We all know it's in a very serious times in this. And we find out generally that Sierra Leoneans them really show high level of comportment. They really respect the laws, the regulations we set out by government and the masters and people by the health business. We see the streets and be so empty, people in the indoors and observe the lockdown. The first day of the lockdown we get small challenges. We get for the water business, electricity, and of course health workers and journalists and some civil society, and we get accreditation for doing jobs. We see that because small problems. We also see how people are homeless, be they pass around, food not be there for them for get for eat. We also realize that the police and the soldier man them, whilst generally they do their work very well, but there was some kind of high-handedness to some extent. We said they beat some people, then we scatter people in water, then we go for water. Then people they face challenges with that because most of them they live in areas there where they pump they don't open every day. Some of them they live in areas there where 2 times per week or 1 time per week pump they open. So they'll not be able to forget the ample time for get water before the lockdown. So the day for lockdown, like Mountain Court for instance, then pump open. So you notice say the people can come out in the hundreds for can't get water and then meet police officers and so your mind they beat some of them and that. So but like second day we see say most of them challenges they also be calmed down. We see them subside. Wherein because of the advocacy amount, because within our different media houses they would also engage the authorities on anything there. So we see how they lax some of the regulations them. We see how they modify, for instance, the area of water business. Then the Ministry of Water Resources will go and supply water in some areas, people bouncers. We also see how they allow people for use and tap them in different areas them, but with police monitoring strictly. We also see how they allow health workers them will not be get passed because most hospitals them they go without the health workers will not tell. So they now decide for allow health workers them for use their ID cards them as pass. So that's now one other thing that we see again. People now will come out for help the needy, the one they within a street will not be get food for the second day. We organization of course be there out and we supply food from the first day to the third day. So we see say during the first day the challenge every day. Second and third day we see how they really try for address them. But one thing we notice again in the whole process is that people are not they abide by the social distancing regulations or the social distancing message that they send out. We see people that they continue for the observe, they rub skin to themselves, they picking they see the whole and picking them, man they near and where if you see man they play draft, ludo and they host them during the lockdown. And these are things where they expose with people to this coronavirus. Coronavirus not like too much near not like to church business. So we still continue for ask that people and continue for abide by their regulations steady, and the message is already go out.
Okay, should the keeps we get forget another lockdown? I go want for make you tell me what you want for the government to put in place.
Yeah, well, if we forget other lockdown, we need for government firstly for ensure that they give people ample time for prepare, and let there be also enough water supply for different communities, because we cannot fight corona without water. All the messages we go on and say people for wash their hands then regularly. When you wash your hand, if the virus in your hand, the virus will go. And that we also need for establish the fact that electricity is very important. Most communities will complain that they not be give them electricity. Communities the way they are the dead is they then Jue, Yams Farm, Hastings, Taken Shell, even around town. People are able to call me. I write something on my Facebook page, say people will get concerns about this lockdown, many big concerns. Mostly 99% of the people will comment on water and electricity. And electricity is very important because one, when people in a household, they need forget something where we really give them that kind of, where they spend time for it. Also follow the news. And people in the way get perishable goods. Where they buy for the 3 days lockdown, some man buy things the way you get for put in a fridge, some man don't cook 3 days sauce where they put in a fridge. Without electricity, then tears will spoil. And also it expose people and it expose the communities then to criminals then for use them tears for cause havoc. So we feel say the NTRs are very necessary, and let them also open essential facilities them like them pharmacy them for open. Let them allow certain pharmacies them for open for give them license for open. Then also allow people to get decrease them and for give certain decrease them license them for open. So that then go for the provide. Let not tell like say we have a total collapse of everything will happen at the state. Let them also allow fuel stations them. We don't forget certain fuel stations them for open. For instance, we will do the job for monitor and do all what we do. We realize say we not be the 10 day with the short of fuel. Pass we get for the go out for begin go and squeeze the all helter skelter for get fuel for do a job. And these are some of the constraints we will face. We feel say also there should be adequate information dissemination. We did notice say the fake information that go around right now, and it also affect the living conditions of the people. Somebody die as a result of fake news. We come even before the lockdown. They go tell and say they pan vaccinate in Peking at school. They get heart attack if not going to die. We also need to get a channel where government for the use for the inform the people on a daily basis. When once we get some of them things here in place, and let this fight be open. It should be open to all, and that there should not be any secrecy in waiting they happen. We get complaints, we get concerns, they come up about whether then 6 people we don't be confirmed initially that only 5 days under medical condition we play the see. The other one is nowhere to be seen. You don't treat corona like that. We feel say this now a public health emergency, a pandemic. We know they affect only Sierra Leone, they affect nations across the world. And for let we able to address this and able to put them and bring them down to a nail, we get for use all level of transparency and accountability. And we are part of a consortium who we refer to as the Civil Society Working Group on epidemics and natural disasters. It came about as a result of this corona stuff we happen. Now over 40 civil societies can come together for get this. We know we work concertedly for see how we support government effort and all partners and for fight against this deadly disease. We also push for transparency and accountability in the public space. We believe say transparency not only have to do with the money area, therefore also do with waiting to happen around the sick people. How did they treat the sick people? How did they really respond to treatment? How did they take people away sick to the different centers? How did they disclose information about sick people to the people where they out there? Because it has a lot to do with this fight. If you they keep the identity of people away sick of corona from the rest of the citizenry, you also limit now that chances to for long get for fight against the coronavirus disease. Because for instance, if you know say Thomas more content don't be affected with this coronavirus disease, you know now say we don't get contact because of this interview, you can interview me. Even though the two are the talk show, according to health experts, if me and post we affected with this coronavirus, the tendency for you get idea because na two na airborne things then the way they come out with more, the breeze, the particles they come out more, they didn't have the air for a very long time. And it also affected, I mean, people they use facial mask. They use their masks there also. Because you pass around some area outside post where corona we don't pass. You don't know, you don't talk, you don't breathe. Even for breathe, they pass this thing out. That is why we say, let we get the identities of people. Not to any kind of, not to sin for let somebody get corona firstly. Not to crime for let somebody get corona. Now, a pandemic where we all know who side come out, it is affect big people in the world. It affects powerful people in the world. The Prime Minister of Britain is currently fighting this coronavirus disease. It affected. You see people they come out and talk. Whereas we agree that now the privacy of people for maintain their own privacy, for maintain their health status. But this is a different case. Corona is a different case. It's a case where they spread because of relationship with people. I know ask now to whether they will begin disclose person AIDS status. Many disclose person in cholera status. Many disclose somebody in diarrhea status. But corona, since we know say now something to do with relationship, it get for affect people. If me affected, I don't for tell how much people I don't get contact with for the past 14-15 days. But if the people like say Thomas More Conte has been affected, it has been proved positive. Somebody go there, we don't come in contact with me and say, me and Thomas More Conte be suicide in this year. Let's just try for isolate myself from my family, other people, they might not infect them. By so doing, you break the chain of transmission gradually. So we feel say government for look into this, whilst we know the government for protect the image of people, but let we also use uncommon practices at this time for see how we go for help for savages thing. We see handedness of police officers. We don't want that for continue and going forward. When you see police officers and 5-6 police soldier man and Timari, they beat people to a point that they beat one madman. Only they don't beat until the man almost faint. They're noticing a Christmas. These things supposed for, whilst we know say these are trying times, we're under emergency, we'll all use reasonable caution for address the issues, because even the citizens are under serious hardship. For let with their people inside in-house 3 days without doing anything, then normal life, so man every day, you go work, you go do in work, you go ride on Molanki, sell markets, now they get food for 8-9 hours. That has been cut off by the 3 days lockdown and all this corona stuff really go around. We expect even the authorities then for be also magnanimous enough in dispensing them functions so that they will also take into consideration the wishes and aspirations of the people.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
As una don listen, so waiting Mr. Harold Thomas from the Emergency Response Center, now the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, don't talk about the 3 days lockdown, and also the Executive Director for Citizen Advocacy Network, Mr. Thomas More Conte, self don't talk about their own findings during the 3 days lockdown, and also waiting people talk about how the community been look like during the 3 days lockdown. Me we carry this program so not today. Me your name na Isatu Sesay. Until we meet again, I say tata.